This video will follow a set of tracks in the Beaver Creek Conservation Area. The tracks were determined to be deer, and they were identified by the cloven hoof prints left in the snow. Our journey begins on Friday, January 27th, 2017. We start our trip in the grassland area just off the parking lot at Beaver Creek. As we make our way along the trail, we will experience low brush, hills, and a bank leading down to Beaver Creek. It was a sunny but windy day with a high of 3 degrees Celsius and a low of -9 degrees Celsius. The last snowfall was on Tuesday, January 24th. The tracks are speculated to be from Wednesday or Thursday because there was a frost and some snow at the bottom of the prints. The species of the deer was not determined for this video, but it could have been one of two species found in Saskatchewan. The species are the white-tailed deer, also known as Odocoileus virginianus, or the mule deer, also known as Odocoileus hemionus. Both are from the family Cervidae and the order Artiodactyla, the even-toed ungulates. In Cree, the word for deer is apsmosak. From the even strides of the tracks, we assume that the deer was walking and was in no rush. The tracks started near the parking lot and were headed towards the creek. Later in this video, we will see some spots where the deer had stopped to paw through the snow so it could graze on some grass. Animals can have a symbolic representation to many Aboriginal tribes. The deer, as a spirit animal, represents a sensitive individual with strong intuition and power to handle challenges with grace. Determination and a gentle approach are also mastered by the individual. As a totem animal, the deer represents wisdom imparted with an individual with a connection to the deer, and the individual has the ability to be vigilant, move quickly, and trust instincts to get out of tricky situations. In Indigenous populations, there are stories, spirits, and legends focused around deer. These stories, spirits, and legends reflect life lessons, struggles, and triumphs. For example, the story Ghost of the White Deer is a misfortunate love story about the chief's daughter and her only love. The spirit, Deer Woman, has two different interpretations. She is either seen as good by helping with fertility and love, or can be seen as a danger because she punishes promiscuous men. Life lessons about stealing can be learned from the legend of the coyote, the deer, and the wind. Deer do not only supply stories, legends, and spirits, but also other useful resources such as meat, hide, sinew, and tools, weapons, and ceremonial items made from their bone and antlers. Some of these uses for deer have been utilized in my own family. We take advantage of the supply of meat and use hides in our household. Unfortunately, in previous years in Saskatchewan, both the white-tailed deer and the mule deer populations were sharply declining due to harsh winters. As of 2016, both species are starting to make amend and the numbers are slowly increasing. It is important the populations continue to increase as deer is still a very useful resource. Luckily for us on our journey, we were able to follow the tracks of a deer down to Beaver Creek and bringing our journey to a close.